Once again, the maze was the focal point of a troubled peace process today as Mo Mowlam arrived for a visit that had been variously described as mad or brave. She was there to meet prisoners belonging to the outlawed Ulster Freedom Fighters and the Ulster Defence Association, who'd withdrawn their support for their representatives returning to Stormont on Monday. The Northern Secretary spent nearly 2 hours with the men and paid a brief visit to IRA and UVF wings. She said afterwards she was sorry if her visit had offended victims of the paramilitaries, but what she had to say had been important.
The message that I brought was very clear and simple. The only way that we are going to make progress towards a permanent peace in Northern Ireland is by taking a proactive stance and talking to reach the broadest possible agreement.
Grievances, including those about the absence of prison concessions, could only be addressed in the talks, she said.
If we get confidence in the talks process, if we get progress in the weeks and months ahead, then in that context, a number of issues can be addressed.
Again and again, she stressed that the only place that political progress could be made was at the talks table.
If we manage to get people round the table on Monday, we have a chance still to move this process forward. I don't believe that it's lost. I believe there is still a chance to move it forward.
The Northern Secretary had taken a chance in meeting the men, but within hours it was clear that they were now prepared to relent. Their political representatives read the formal statement.
In light of the effort and commitment invested in the process to date by the Ulster Democratic Party and that party's desire to continue to seek a peaceful and democratic resolution of the conflict, we have decided, despite our reservations, not to oppose the continued participation of the UDP within negotiations.
But there was a warning that there'd have to be changes unless the talks were to face another crisis.
We need to see the British government, our government, standing up on its own 2 feet, not being driven by the Irish government, but being seen to redress the imbalance which it has created in perception within the unionist community, which will give us a level playing field to make political progress in, but at the same time where there's an absolute commitment on the part of all of the participants to work speedily and forcibly towards an early determination on the key issues.
This evening, the Irish government had this reaction to developments at the maze.
So I think it has really sort of focused all of us again, and I hope that the PUP will return to the talks. There's been a successful outcome to the difficulties with the UDP, and I hope the PUP will join us again as partners in this endeavour of brokering a peace settlement.
For now, it looks like Mo Mowlam's gamble in meeting the UDA has paid off, and their political representatives are going to return to the talks on Monday. The spotlight now falls on the UVF and the Progressive Unionists, due to decide their stance over the weekend. David Davenpower, RTE News, at the Maze Prison.